said I was found at the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. With the cold and the dark and the wind in the trees. A girl with no name and no memories but these. Kan ek maar vanaand net jou dogtertjie wees? Ene met vlegsels en blindelingse oë, met dun skurwe bene en rowe wat altyd van vooraf begin bloei. Sal jy my in jou hande toebind as ek skie, met my voete na binne gedraai, langs jou stoel kom staan en vra om op jou skoot te sit? Sal jy die kinders wegjaag wat vir my skoene lag, wat my hartjies pop in die lug ingooi en haar oë in haar kop indruk? Sal jy toelaat dat ek eenmaal alleen agter op die bakkie staan terwyl jy lande toe ry? Sal jy afklim en my help met die slap armhek? Sonder om kwaad te word. Sal jy vir my lang soetriet uit die mielieland pluk en groen watlemoentjies oopsny in die veld? Sal jy vir my 'n lammetjie huis toe bring? Of 'n patrysie? Of 'n sproesige stokstertjie? En wanneer ons van die inry afkom, sal jy my afdra van die kar en toedraai in 'n kombers? Sal jy my voete warm vryf terwyl jy hout op die vuur gooi, sonder om jou hande te brand? Sal jy vir my water bring en my lig aansit as ek na jou roep in die nag? Wanneer die klein aardbol van die kas afval en ek my kinderdae soos handskykens na jou toe dra. Kan ek maar vanaand net jou dogtertjie wees? In that spring of 1791, the trauma of loss had taken my memory. I knew only after I woke, wedged between crates and bags, I was terror-stricken to discover that I did not know my name, nor could I recall where I was. I was frail after months of rough travel, and when the man lifted me from the wagon, I clung to his broad shoulders. He pulled my arms loose to set me back down. He was having none of that. I awoke on a pallet in an upstairs room, too frightened to move after realizing I still had no memory. My head ached, but when I rubbed it, I withdrew my hand in shock. My long hair had been cut short. I'd been scrubbed pink, my skin tender under the coarse brown shirt that covered me. Not knowing what was expected of me, I stayed put on a pallet in the kitchen. In those first few days, I studied Belle's every move. I had no appetite, and each time she insisted that I eat, my stomach emptied violently. Each time I was sick, that meant another cleaning. As Belle's frustration with me grew, so did my fear of upsetting her. Later, Mama May killed a chicken. She made a broth for me, and for the first time, my stomach tolerated something other than water. After some days of this healing liquid, I started to eat and to retain solid food. Mama May's daughter Dory had a baby. A light snow was falling the early December night when Mama May brought the shrieking baby Henry into the warm kitchen. Mama May and Dory applied warm soaks to the baby's swollen hands and feet, but he wouldn't stop his agonizing screams. Baby Henry died that night. Dory stood at the door, holding her now quiet baby. I stood in the shelter of the trees to watch. Ben was standing beside a small grave, and as they lowered baby Henry into the earth, Dory loosed a series of long, wrenching wails, and my mind, caught in the rush of her grief, it tunneled away. It was as though a veil had been torn back in two, and I'd left this place of sorrow to enter an even deeper one. One that held the old me, the one that had been lost until this day. I was back aboard ship, trying to withstand the violent rocking and the desperate nausea of my own sickness. The shrouded body had become my mother's. My mother's. I watched as they lowered her deep and away into the wild water. Days before, my father had led the way. He went into the water too. I looked around me through the snow for my brother Cardigan. Certain I heard him calling. I left to go find him. They say I rocked silently for almost 2 days. Finally, Mama May came. She sat down beside me on my pallet. "Why you rocking like this?" she said. I rocked wildly as I clung to the memory of pain, to the memory of my mother. I couldn't release it. I would lose her again. "Abinia," she said, trying to hold me still, forcing my face and my eyes to meet her own. "You tell Mama May, Abinia. You talk. You got to talk. Don't go away like this. You tell Mama May. You tell Mama May what the trouble is." I tried to let go, needing the force of motion to still the nausea, but Mama May only took my rocking self into her lap, pressing me to her strong bosom. She slowed my rhythm to match her own. "Mama gonna take this pain from you," she said. And as we rocked back, she inhaled, and as we rocked forward, she pressed me to her chest, exhaling in deep, guttural moans the sorrow I was holding. Now, she said, you tell Mama May. My ma is in the water, I whispered.